You love your sticks and stones. You throw them my way to make a point, but I don't have hollow bones, so you'll never take away my voice. You used to be like home, but now the whole place is so destroyed, and I'll survive on my own. I'm stronger than when I started, even through all the times I hit the ground. I'm stronger than what you wanted, even through all the times you burned me down. I keep rising from the dust. You used to always say words that were laced with poison love, and you thought I'd always stay. Guess it turns out push came to shove, we'll never be the same. You take the dig, I take the jump, I finally found my way. I'm stronger than when I started, even through all the times I hit the ground. I'm stronger than what you wanted, even through all the times you burned me down. I keep rising from the dust. When you're calling out for a paradise, you won't be the one to go. When you're calling out for a paradise, you won't be the one to go. You love your sticks and stones. You throw them my way to make a point, but I don't have hollow bones, so you'll never take away my voice. You used to be like home, but now the whole place is so destroyed, and I'll survive on my own. I'm stronger than when I started, even through all the times I hit the ground. I'm stronger than what you wanted, even through all the times you burned me down. I'll keep rising from the dust. to always say words that were laced with poison love, and you thought I'd always stay. Guess it turns out push came to shove, we'll never be the same. You take the dig, I take the jump, I finally found my way. I'm stronger than when I started, even through all the times I hit the ground. I'm stronger than what you wanted, even through all the times you burned me down. I'll keep rising from the dust.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back for the second match of this evening. We have Concordia University Blue up against Bluegold, also known as University of Wisconsin. I'm going to mispronounce this, but I believe it's just pronounced Eau Claire. Anyways, we'll be calling them Bluegold since that's just much easier. Anyways, welcome, everybody. We are here on Ascent, getting things kicked off in this matchup. Concordia University. We're going to have Beeston, Uranowin, E-Man Football, TCJ, and St. Germain. On the side of Bluegold, we're going to have Sachi, Big Baby, Glem, Big Swens, and then Jebediah Kerman. So, I do actually really enjoy the Jebediah Kerman name. I am like 99.9% sure that is a throw to or a reference to Kerbal Space Program, which is a hilariously fun game that I enjoy, and I've played a little bit of. If you haven't played it, just check out people crashing crap on that game. It's hilarious. Anyways, but we're going to talk about this game. This is Valorant. And Concordia University has their work cut out for them today. I believe that both of our Concordia teams are going up again, have gone up today against the #1 teams in their divisions. I believe Bluegold is undefeated. I have not confirmed that. Don't know why I haven't confirmed it. I just haven't confirmed it. Either way, that is going to be presence detected on the B site. St. Germain is sitting here and hanging out as Jebediah Kerman is throwing in a little bit of everything at him. See E-Man Football here mid, as he's actually going to get some shots onto Big Swens. And so we'll see TCJ is going to be kind of watching up mid here, as I think that for the most part the team was looking for a rotation out of Concordia, but not actually going to end up happening, as that's going to silence a whole lot of individuals here. They will get Jebediah, and up in Market, there's another member who's going to peek his head out. Big Swens does get a kill, but gets 2 kills. But then he will get taken out himself, as that is going to be the blind coming through, but walking backwards onto site is E-Man. He's not going to know that there's Sachi sitting right there. E-Man does take out Sachi, and that's going to be headshot. St. Germain is able to get one. It's a 1v1 right now between E-Man Football and Glem. And he gets it. Attackers win, as E-Man Football hits the nice headshot onto Glem there. Concordia University able to get the first round. Doing a pretty good job of it, too. They just waited out long enough for the Bluegold team to sort of rotate around, and Bluegold kind of just decided maybe they were going a different direction. And they end up taking it to them. So, Concordia coming out here. Gonna get things started off as TCJ is gonna be here with this Marshall. He does have Jebediah Kerman sort of in a hairy predicament, but Jebediah is able to jump through, keep himself relatively safe. Aranowin gonna guess this corner here. E-Man Football does find one on Big Swen's here in mid cubby with a nice pick there. They're gonna start moving forward onto this A site. They're gonna find one up in, oh, one in heaven, and they take him out. Glem is right here with a shorty, and they will actually find him. He does get one. Aranowin's gonna find the kill onto Glem though. Jebediah Kerman gonna come into tree, but right now it's a 4v2 situation. Let's take a look here from the backside as Jebediah Kerman is going to get shot at so many times, and there's St. Germain getting him with the pistol. That was a little bit much there. St. Germain unable to get the shot with the Marshall right off the bat. So, yeah, after a little bit of difficulty, he does end up solidifying that kill for himself, and we go on to the next round. 2-0 at the moment, but this is the big round 3. And why do I call it the big round 3? Well, Concordia still has their light buy from the second round, or the force buy, and there are rifles in the hands of their opponents. And so that will cause a pretty big discrepancy when it comes down to how this plays out. Big Swens gets shot in the chest. He's going to live through that. And as you can see, the rifles do start to kind of pour some shots in. Aranowin is going to take out Sachi through the wall. And that's going to be some damage going down. Beeston's able to put a little bit back in there. But because of that, Big Swens does get the kill onto Aranowin. Beeston is going to be crouching along here. Not quite expected. He does get through. And he's going to actually find a second frag for himself right there. And he won't be able to get the third. It's going to be a 3v1 as Big Swens is the only one left. TCJ is able to get Glem. And St. Germain finds a nice shot there onto Big Swens, as that's going to be some rifles now. Free rifles into the hands of Concordia. They survive the crucial third round. And that means that we're going to probably see a pretty big save round out of Bluegold, as they're all, okay, well, all right. This is what you get when the Concordia blue team simply wants to meme for a little bit. They all worship the spike. Is that a little is that a little bit of heresy? Perhaps. We're going to see Aranowin, though, trying to sit here and do a little peeking. As most of Bluegold right now is sitting on this B site. And I wonder if E-Man Football definitely knows that Big Swens has moved in to Cubby. He's going to throw that down to try and keep himself safe as he rotates away, which is pretty smart by him. St. Germain is going to pop himself up into a nice little mid position here. See if he's able to catch anything out. He simply is just waiting. On the backside, we're going to see some action as... Oh, there's Big Swen. And we'll look here. TCJ on the front side as the whole Concordia team now slowly moves in to tree, as they actually have a free A site to take, and they will do so. Throwing the bot up top, and that's going to be maybe a little bit of action here. TCJ does find one crossing through mid, and Aranowin is going to have to try and find this frag. Isn't able to. Glem able to get the kill there. Jebediah Kerman doing what he can. And Jebediah Kerman is actually able to get one. Beaston now under sight here, almost all alone. He is all alone, and that's Glem that's going to take him out. And Glem able to get a 3K, finding St. Germain, who is on the backside of sight. Kind of sealed off from the rest of his team. So because of the failed, pickup there from both TCJ and Aranowin, they weren't able to find that mid laner, or they weren't able to find Big Swens as he was moving through mid. So he moves in. They get the kill because they're distracted, not able to watch other angles, and that ends up being what kind of decides the round. TCJ had a really good opportunity just to kind of hold still, get a headshot, kind of finish that kill, secure mid for themselves. Just wasn't able to do so. And so we are going to see St. Germain is going to try and hold this long angle. Going to do so pretty well, and he's got a guess between two different little looks here. We'll slash to the options going on here, and that's going to be Jebediah Kerman able to get one. It's traded back by E-Man Football. And they will be able to get the spike back in their possession. It's going to be St. Germain keeping them busy. Killjoy ultimate being laid down by the Concordia squad. And that's going to be able to clear sight off for them for now. E-Man Football moving himself onto site. Beaston able to hold a corner here. But we'll see if... Oh, that's not going to be good. Big Swens picking up that kill. And Big Swens moving back around now. And that's going to be a 3-man peek. And that's going to be Glem picking up yet another 3K as the 3v1 there. Going now in favor of Bluegold. As they start to pick up a couple rounds for themselves after the 3-in-a-row loss, but they'll be sitting pretty good now in with their economy. St. Germain will be looking at this operator, perhaps. No, it looks like he's changed his mind on that decision for now. It'll just be rifles across the board. He picks up another Marshall just to possibly go for that operator buy in the next round. And that's an operator, though, for Jebediah Kerman. And he'll be challenging the Concordia team in the mid section of the map. Doing so quite well for now. 3v4 or 4v5 situation. As right now the pressure is on for Concordia to try and make something happen here. Aranowin able to hop up on this wall. They try to force their way through, but kind of getting stalled out here. See how much of their utility they're going to end up using on this site. Looks like they're going to possibly look for a rotation now. And that's Jebediah Kerman. He is sitting right there, ready to go with that operator. a really good round for an operator, too. It's sort of an early round that you wouldn't quite expect it. Even Saint Germain was kind of thinking twice about it when he had bought his before. So now with 30 seconds remaining, Concordia has to try something. Jebediah Kerman is up top. And that's going to be Big Swens taking out TCJ. Jebediah Kerman finding himself the 3K as he gets the last kill onto E-Man Football. Operator in his hands, and he is going to be challenging mid very efficiently with that. See if Saint Germain does end up going for an operator this one. Looks like he's not. Looks like he will continue to save. As they are not going to, at the moment, look mid. They might send somebody, and Jebediah is sitting in a really good corner right now to challenge any sort of mid peak that we see happen. Now we'll see TCJ peeking around this corner. He's gonna block off, well, he tries to block off the backside there. The rest of the team is roaming around. Nobody watching the flank here though, which could be really important. Sachi does find Iranowin. TCJ able to get a kill there. Sachi finds Saint Germain. Big Swens goes down as TCJ is on site, but he doesn't realize that Sachi is still there, uncontested. Rotation gonna come through. It's a 2v1 or 2v3, and that's not good because there is the operator sitting mid. Jebediah Kerman peeks back out, but they should hear this rotation coming through from Concordia. They do indeed hear it. And that's going to be Beaston finding Jebediah Kerman, takes it down to a 2v2. Defender Killjoy coming through. Good option, but that's Big Baby able to find E-Man. Oh, man, and Big Baby, there it is, clutch by Beaston. As he takes the 2v1, and they just aren't able to get the shots onto him as they were clearing out. Well, one of them was clearing out sight, and by the time Big Baby was able to react to it, Beaston was able to finish it off. So, after both teams winning 3 rounds in a row, we now see Concordia finding their 4th round win. This one's going to be tight. I am suspecting it'll be tight the whole way through. Unless Concordia or Bluegold is able to sort of find a... Well, really, it's up to Concordia. It's up to Concordia to find a push advantage, something they can do to make their way through. This is going to be a really big assault right onto point. And that's Big Swens has an operator in his hands. On the backside, we got Jebediah Kerman coming through. He also has... He does not have an operator. He's just got his rifle. As we see a res there onto Beaston. And that's going to be Saint Germain popping off his ultimate. Jebediah Kerman in the back. Jebediah Kerman is the only one remaining. As he gets that kill there. Oh, and the clutch does come through for Jebediah Kerman. Apologize, couldn't even keep track of... Or I could keep track, but it was just, man, a tense moment there as Jebediah Kerman able to get the defuse. Somehow the wall for the Sage wall there by Concordia ends up biting them as they're not able to see through it and get on, see through the point. So Saint Germain able to get the kill, which helps to somewhat damage what's going on that side, but still, the economy will be quite healthy for both teams, including Big Swens, who is going to have that operator once again. He's going to be looking there mid for something, and I think Concordia knows it. They are not going to peek him in that position. E-Man Football. As the Concordia squad is simply waiting here. Gonna try and rush through here at some point. Making a whole lot of noise. But that's Jebediah Kerman finds St. Germain. Glem able to find Tacey J. And oh man, a really good shots there. As right now, Concordia trying to move mid. Big Swens, though, is sitting there. And he has got the operator. He's going to find two. Let's see what more he finds. As E-Man Football does go down to Sachi there in the end. Defenders to win this one 5-4. So now Concordia has some thinking they've got to do. That operator in the hand of Big Swens is pushing them out of the mid, out of mid. There's really not much options for them to rotate that direction after failing to push a site. Or the KJ, who's just got B on lockdown so tight. It's going to be difficult to see exactly how this goes down. Jebediah Kerman, though, right off the bat, able to get the opening frag there. Not to mention that he did that with a Marshal, and there is actually still an operator. Or sorry, he did that with the Vandal. There is an operator in Big Swen's hand, and Big Swen making use of it right there. And that's going to be Aranowin actually finding a kill there. As, gosh, a lot of Marshals and operators coming through, or a lot of Marshals on the side of Concordia, or maybe it's the same one being shared around. I believe it's just the same one being shared around a lot. No, there's three different ones. There are three separate Marshals on this team. Right now, Concordia just struggling to find what their next move needs to be. There is Big Swens moving in. And he's going to get basically a point-and-click headshot. Beaston, though, able to find him. We'll watch Arano in here as she's going to come face-to-face with Jebediah. Beaston going to find the operator and find his way back into spawn to simply save right now. They don't want him to save it, though, so they are going to push as hard and fast as they can. Finds one. He's not going to be able to find the second, and they do get the kill. So the operator is out of the hands of Concordia. Big Swens, though, just able to buy that back again. So he still has an operator. Concordia really wanted that op, wanted an opportunity to save it, to try to get themselves kind of a gun, evening up the guns just a little bit, as right now, sort of a mix of rifle buys and mixed buys there from Concordia. Big Swens is just gonna find the opportunity. Jebediah Kerman, though, will be the first one to strike. He'll spot the Vandal there, and not sure if anyone on his team will be able to get there to find it. Concordia, though, going to try and move forward best they can. As right now they are on this B site, looking back towards a rotation. That's going to be Big Swens, who literally just cannot be peeked. He has got this on the lockdown. As the Concordia squad looks to rotate around. And that's going to be Jebediah Kerman finding one. And Jebediah Kerman finds three. Could possibly find himself a 4K if he gets lucky here, but... And that's going to be operator, and a flawless defense there by Bluegold. And here's the last round in the half. So Concordia has an opportunity if they can spend all and find themselves exactly what they need. Saint Germain still he's thinking about that operator, but I will say that there is just so much right now in the hands of Bluegold. You can't really challenge Big Swen's in the mid. You need to try and force him to do the rotations that he's kind of doing in the mid point of the round. And Jebediah Kerman over here, we'll watch from his POV. He's kind of got this also locked down. And he, man, headshot right off the bat. Able to get the kill onto E-Man. A lot of utility being sort of flooded into this little packet. We'll see exactly how this turns out. Jebediah Kerman finding another one. And he's barely getting tapped for anything in these rounds. Aranowin does find Big Baby.
I can't use that.
On the backside, Saint Germain does get Jebediah Kerman. We'll see if Aranowin is able to
Can't use that. Your duty is not over.
check out Big Swens, who's on the backside here. And that's Glem that finds Aranowin. Saint Germain will find one for himself. The spike is down. So Concordia right now, the best chance they've had to make this happen. Sachi comes down, but that's going to be 2 picked off. And that's going to be 3. Clutch by TCJ. Finds the 3K. He'll get the op. It doesn't really matter because that is the last round in the half. So those switch sides, but man, beautifully done there by TCJ to pick up that final round there for Concordia. Making it a little bit easier here in the switch as it's 7-5 instead of 8-4. Take a quick look at how the rounds have gone. Concordia has won the first 3 rounds, but then, man, they just kind of struggled as Bluegold was able to win the next 3. Concordia trades back 1, but once again, a full buy, and Bluegold able to clench out 4 rounds in a row before Concordia hits them back. If Concordia can win this pistol round and kind of take a few more, it would be wonderful for them. Aranowin is here, and a lot of noise being made by the Bluegold team. Saint Germain on site as they're healing themselves up to be as healthy as can be. And that is 2 picks by one by Rowan, none by Beast and Saint Germain now. Spike is down. Some healing coming through from Beaston. That's going to be Saint Germain. On the backside, we will see E-Man Football. Moving around, TCJ picks one up. And we'll see whether or not Sachi is able to get anything. He backs up and will be found by Saint Germain. Flawless on the defenders. Concordia off to a decent start here on defense. Kind of the same situation that I think Concordia was sort of getting stuck in. You get into that A hallway, you know, sort of this A long area. Or A main, I guess, is, you know, there's A lobby and A main, and you get kind of stuck in here. And Concordia was stuck here a couple different times. Same thing with B main. A little bit easier in A main to move your way out, as B main is a lot more congested. But we'll see here if Concordia is able to hold on and keep things under control. Saint Germain finding the opening frag here. Big Baby does jump through there. A little bit of mid pressure coming through, and that's going to be Glem finding TCJ in tree. So that means that they are going to be moving on to A site as quickly as they can. Aranowin is here, and she does get the stop on the defuse. Very well done there. She doesn't know that anyone else is on site with her, so she does get taken out. As it is a 2v3, Concordia now has to try and fight back through this. And that's going to be Big Swens finding a frag there. That's E-Man, though. Gets 1. And not able to take on Big Swens, as Big Swens will get that final kill there. Making it 1-1. Rifle buy now can come through in this third round from Bluegold. Concordia kind of has to decide whether they're going to go into an econ round here to try to get rifles in their hands the next round. If they'll force something. Right now it looks like they're going for the save bet. Ronowin and Saint Germain, though, well, we'll see. We'll see what actually ends up happening here. Saint Germain appearing to be on that. Big Swens does find Beaston. And we will see Jebediah Kerman getting E-Man football. Which means that there is nobody now on the point for Concordia. Big Swens and the rest of this gang are all on the point now. Concordia has to try and take it back. It's a 3v4 situation. And that's going to be Tasty J doing what he can. Tries to get onto point. And that's going to be a lot of kills coming through as they just now push in to the defender's spawn. Flawless victory there for Bluegold is really going to help them out on the economy side. They're doing quite well for themselves now. Concordia now with a buy for their own. They're going to have to sort of force this rifle buy to get the opportunity to match power for power with Bluegold. We'll see how it all goes down here. They're all going to try and push into mid as fast as they can. They're sprinting in here too. Doesn't quite check that corner well enough. Tasty J able to find one. Then they are able to get Beaston and just keep moving forward. E-Man football is on point. They'll move in. And now they just have to wait until E-Man football's utility has been used up, and Big Swens just flicks there. Gets the kill, and Sachi able to get a 3K and finish things off. Completely coming around and picking it up as it looks like Bluegold is starting to get into a rhythm here on offense. Pushing as a team, pushing very quickly. And sure, Concordia is getting an open frag or a start that they want. Then they're just not quite able to finish off the way they wanted to. E-Man football, a little miffed about that. He's gonna have to get his head in the game though, as he does actually end up killing Big Swen. But he is gonna end up being detained. And he's gonna be simply hunted down in the back. That is going to be Concordia able to get one back. Jebediah Kerman, though, does find Tasty J. And, man, that's Saint Germain able to pick one up. Oh, but in the back is Jebediah Kerman and Big Baby pinching in on Saint Germain there. That means we're going to go into round number 18. One round away. 4 rounds in a row won by Bluegold. And they're looking for the opportunity to totally finish this off and win this one, go to match point. So Concordia right now in kind of a serious save mode. Well, I say that, and then of course a couple of them end up buying rifles, so obviously I'm incorrect. They are stacking B site, and it is of course going to be A. A lot will be used to get onto site, and I believe at this point, you've probably figured out that there is nobody here. And, oh man, Aranowin on the wrong side of that door. She will go down. Big Swens hanging out, just waiting. As soon as this smoke goes down, they'll probably be attempt at shooting through that. Is shooting through a little bit. Big Swen's able to find Saint Germain, but Saint Germain does find, well, finds Big Swen with his ultimate in return. It's a 2v4 situation. E-Man Football doing what he can, gets onto point so he can try and surprise one, does surprise him, but then gets traded back. And that's gonna be, Jebediah Kerman finding TCJ. Nobody should die to this. Barely keeping himself out of it is Jebediah Kerman. As we go to match point, 6-12. How we got here is Concordia had a pretty decent start. And the attacking round for Concordia was good, but unfortunately, there's just been so much. And the pressure and the changing up which direction they're going has been very well done by the squad of Bluegold. And that's Beastin able to hop through, catch a couple by surprise. Operator is in the hands of Saint Germain. So if they can hold off using his ultimate here, act as if they're rotating away and
Prepare for hellfire.
that's an operator in the mid. Saint Germain able to find one of his own. It is a 2v4 situation. Sachi and Glem are here. Waiting for something. Glem, though, able to get the one-shot tap. Sachi does find E-Man Football. They're going to have to try and spray through this. That's going to be Irano finding one. Able to find two? No. It's going to be a 2v1 situation. Glem up against two members of Concordia. They're going to try to pinch in here. Does find one. Has to get away, though, because that's an operator in the hands of Saint Germain. Saint Germain's going to have to realize that he's going to have to get on the bomb to do something, but he's not looking the right direction even. And that's going to be Glem finding the kill from behind, as he thought that he went down to defender spawn. So we will be done here with the first map of Ascent. Concordia losing this one, but we will go on to our second map. We'll take a quick look at what the overall game looked like. Jebediah Kerman, Big Swens, and Glem, the top carries for the Bluegold team. All above 20 frags apiece in this pretty long game. And now we go on to the next map. We'll be back in just a bit.
ages.
Alrighty, and we are back, and we will get back into this game of Valorant. To get things started off, we will be on Icebox for this round. Concordia University to start on the defensive side. We'll start defense first thing here and see a bit of a change up in what everybody is playing on the side of Bluegold. Not much to be surprised here. Always sort of expect to see a Viper on Icebox as a pretty strong pick here. And looks like everybody and their mom is going to be looking B. And St. Germain is going to be staring right into it. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to hear that coming down. And man, finding his way through. Jebediah Kerman, though, gonna get the first open shot to start things off. They'll be planting in what is essentially the new default here on this map. Simply about the same position as the old default. As right now, Concordia just trying to look for a pick to try and open things back up a little bit. And that's going to be a nice little pick there. Ronowin finds one, finds two. E-Man Football also find one. And that's going to be Glem able to get one. Is he just going to peek out again? And he gets we get the kill there. Concordia should be able to defuse, and they will start defusing. And actually is going to get the finish on it. So Concordia able to win the first round. As Glem had the opportunity there with the Viper, with the Snakebite to end that round, and Concordia probably wouldn't even have been able to defuse. But just ricocheting off the wall and not able to get it onto the spike. So Concordia able to win the pistol round there, and we'll go into a force buy round from him. TCJ be watching back here on the B side, and St. Germain, his Marshall buddy, will be hanging out on A. And that's a nice pick. St. Germain able to pick up the first kill there. And tries to find a second one, throwing his grenade now. And that's going to be Aranowin getting a nice peek there to know who's coming up into kitchen. Cooking with Jebediah Kerman here in just a minute, and she will reign supreme, finding him and taking him out. 3v4 situation. The only one down for Concordia is E-Man. Spike is in the hands of Bluegold. We'll have to see if Big Swain here does find Aranowin. And so now Concordia has to find some sort of opportunity. As there's a little bit of pressure from both the back and the front. TCJ is going to sort of cover here on the back side, but right now might be a rotation back to B, and that's what it's going to be at the moment. Concordia not going to expect this coming through. As TCJ actually has to be very careful here. He's going to get seen. He does get seen, but he does get the kill. So now moving over to the B site is Concordia. They've got time. They will see exactly where Sachi is going and going to blind her off from being able to do anything. She does get down her bot. Now Sachi's going to have to try and guess what's going on. She does have an opportunity, but that's Saint Germain on the backside. Able to find the kill there, so Concordia gets the defuse and gets round 2 in their pocket. So looking here, we'll see, of course, the full rifle buy coming through from Bluegold. Actually, full rifles across the board. I was expecting somebody to kind of save and maybe look, but there isn't really anybody on that squad who can run the operator with any